Guys, so tasangana zvakare on another podcast yedu Orange Hub, guys tadzoka takavirana kuti kusangana futi maiziva nhasi tiri pano. We want to talk to you guys. We have a lot for you guys. Vadii kuziva nhasi uri safe?
Standard
kajandoka
juice check
check mahora
tungamiro watinavo
plus wakapfeka majuzi
check eka. Right, guys, last week we were talking about drugs. What is drug abuse? What is illicit trafficking? Tichita zvese zvatinoziva kuti tichi a deeper depth of what is drug abuse. Asa nasi tajoinwa nemutungamiri wedu joined our sister Andrina, but I'll allow her to introduce herself to us, guys. Sister, introduce yourself to the people.
Sure. Makadi Mose. My name is Sister Andrina. I am Mrs. Andrina Chitsama. I am sister by profession. I'm the trustee and founder of an organization called Free From Addictions Trust. It was formed in 2020 in response to this challenge.
Mazvinzvira mega mazanzi challenge irimo munyika yedu totokuiti pandemic. Yes. Guys, nasa tingabvunzani what is a drug tichibvunzana tichipindura ka last time akati udzoka muchiudzoti ma causes ekuti mutore ma drugs takamaona ganzi njolo pandemic
yanzi mjolo futi ukonzeresa zvamazotora ma drugs
asana sitine mubvunzo takaigadza paya zvakarongeka wangu chimbovabvunzo
but ndakakubvunza mubvunzo last time, what is drug abuse? Ukadzamba ukarara pamwe ukaita kuzvambarara pamusoro
pemuchiziva mirai mutungamiri makapoza ipapo takati drug abuse paya tichazonatsoiexplain ona kati takavharika nasitavhurwa revelation from Sister Andrina. She just introduced herself to us, guys, and she will take us on that journey on drugs. Don't enjoy drugs. Anyways,
so Sister Andrina, we just want you to maybe share with us and share with those guys what is drug, what do we say about drug abuse? What is really drug abuse?
Yeah, drug abuse is in abuse. They can be used, but when they are overused, it becomes abuse. Yeah. So when you abuse drugs or you overuse or misuse drugs, it becomes an abuse that can lead to addiction, and then addiction becomes a condition now that needs attention.
So what can you say about drug abuse, the situation of drug abuse here in Zimbabwe?
Yes. We are almost in a crisis about drug abuse, especially in youth.
Okay.
Youth and some senior youth. From the age of 12 to say 38, 40, there's really a crisis on drug abuse. And the commonest drugs being abused is cannabis, mbanje, or marijuana.
Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Mary Jane.
And the famous meth.
Doriro.
Yeah, the Doriro.
Yes.
Dombo. Zvatikwadzira generation. Tingangoti there is a generation crisis in drug abuse.
So just an estimate of the percentage of drugs like in Zimbabwe. What can you say about
that? There was a research yakaitwa yema age, but certainly good research results yet. But the age of 13 to 15, pakaonekwa kunzi almost 13% are using drugs. 4% being girls. So our country is still doing my researches. They are still very small. We cannot quite use them as such, but generally there is a crisis.
Wow. So guys, mazvinzwira, there is a crisis. Wangu pakaipa.
Yeah,
Pandemic.
the most famous. Toriro and cannabis.
Mana Mary Jane wavo vaveve vataurwa nzivaripo. So yeah, we get to know kuti after using my drugs akaisana mutoriro zvamatudza, people, there's a question manje inoramba ichirimwa. Is it kuti munhu arova madrugs, are they usually, can we characterize them as violent people, or do they turn out to be violent kana vanhu varova madrugs?
Yeah, there's a balance. Not always. It's either they are zombie or they are violent.
Zombie state, no you sticker. Stick home.
Yeah, they can stick. They can just be there,
Okay.
or they can be violent.
They can be
But the violence usually comes with some addiction, some withdrawal attempts, actually, or lack or want of
those drugs.
substance. Yeah,
Yes.
they tend to be violent. So violence, of course, definitely there will be a lot of it. Some violence, we are violence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tiri kuenda kurally to get a violence. Tiri kuenda pana akatitira something. Then violence yacho
Tiri papa violence papa. I once heard ukuthi drugs and it my effects pie and tamboti violence, maybe it's an effect but don't they like expose the inner people and get the inner demon, the inner you, because like ndatwa drugs and it takunzi toenda kurali handingati uyu oenda kurali yakutorova aroveka asi inini manje kandimba ganbosta ndarova drugs asi ndichizwa ndoda zveviolence paya. So can you blame it on drugs, or can I say it boosted my confidence to me wanting to be violent, or totally
like exposing the real you.
or is exposing the real me?
Yeah, everyone ane that part of violence.
Yes.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances.
Okay.
Madrugs manje anozobooster. Munhu anogona ndonomuda kunomumwira doro.
Okay.
You know, the effects achaiswa nedoro will make you bold to face whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So personality, of course, ine chekuita. Sometimes kana wagara une personality isiri violent, unongoitawo chiviolence chelevel yeyo munhu aboostwa, but kazhinji kacho it's induced.
Yeah. On that note, guys, patanya yekubooster. Asatwawana COVID jab number 3. I'll make sure you get vaccinated. And yes, boost your eye.
Yeah. I remember, I think the president was saying, booster.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, go and get boosted.
Yes.
But then not Nema drugs. Not Nema drugs.
Not.
So my next question is going to be, is someone who is on drugs vulnerable to my STIs, especially maybe HIV?
Oh yes, because after taking drugs, actually your mental state is impaired somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, saka rationale yokuzonyatso mufunga kuti panapa I need protection.
Yes.
Or I need to abstain, inenge isisipo. Saka pasisina logic. Hence, munhu anongoita careless behaviors, like having sex with different people, unprotected, and all that. So, yes, STIs and HIV, that's the way I spread nayo. Also, those who are using injectable drugs are also spreading because they share these needles in their dealings.
And also to add on, I think, I think people take advantage of drugs. Let's say to talk inside drug and then I take that advantage and to itachi unprotected sex. You have to zaza. And the more to tora ni trauma drugs because he or she feels bad now with the nature chibiri out to spread on asajishandisa ma drugs with asanyanyo jita ni conscious chi yamira bo.
And also in my parties.
Yes. Yes.
It's done without protection, without consent.
True. Abuse you yakutokonzesa zvinhu zvakawandisa madrugs ende futi ka
mutungamiri
mapati kutaura ikoko ndo vamwe nokufosa ka kuti uyavona
pressure waitaura
unovhala ka sizovala izvezvi ipapo
manje dzitakarwa nedrug
unstiwa.
Okay. So still on the same note, what are the effective ways that we can employ kuti vana, like you said, kuti especially the youth, the younger youth and the older youth, so what are the effective ways that we can employ so that we curb the engagement in drugs?
Okay. Yeah, we have to look on the probable causes.
Okay.
Triggers. Akasiyana, there is abuse. There is also lack of employment or lack of resources.
Okay.
There is a lot of these other things. Health issues. Terminal case. So for us to address, we address triggers.
Okay.
Like unemployment. What can we do for the youth? Vakaita trauma, mwana was sexually abused when achiri mudiki, or is being abused emotionally at home. We also employ the services of other organizations, and also counseling, child protection, all that. I think that's how we can work with it.
Okay.
We look into the triggers of these things. There is also just peer pressure. It's because they are idle. Havana pekushanda, havana zvokuita. Skills anofana kuti aitwe kuma-vocational training centers uko kana zvikagoneka kuti hurumende igadzire research kuti vana vakapedza chikoro voenda kuma-vocational training centers. We find something to do. Vasangoita idle.
Inongene mubvunzo tiri papo. Handiti mabvunza kuti maways chichi causes handiti. And we have to look at the causes and you talked about trauma. Let's look at current. I can need some comments. I remember when I told you the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
But heartbreak. And I get into a relationship in the morning and Naramba. And Kurambo Kuriko loud. Naramba paya. Then you guys you look at that and say, you know what? Let us fix you. And but then what happens again, I get into the same situation. You need to trigger. Get back. Will I get back to drugs? Or then now I must take something I might desire. It would disappear my drugs. Because I think heartbreak, something keeps on happening to my youth. So how can we deal with that situation?
My heartbreaks.
Yes.
Youth yaita heartbreaks. I mean, kudarika vanhu vari married. Mukasika kuita dzimba dzacho.
Pandemic.
Anzi mukuita dzimba dzisiri dzimba. You guys mazvinzwa. Mukuita dzimba dziri dzimba kunzo. Ndivozvimirai munopa.
Break yacho. Because I get so confused and surprised kuti heartbreaks amutaura mainly love affairs.
The love affairs, exactly.
Yes.
Kazhinji. I think you get married before you get married. No problem. The bond becomes too much.
Yes.
Because during my times of Mashuri, our time, if it can't work, it can't work. You move on. There is nothing chanyato bonda one as such. But these days, I think problem iripo ndeyekuti youth and young people, they make families. Families. The bond becomes like a family because because when a heartbreak is me, my age, a mother who is in the house, things sharamba kushanda, I can inindofana heartbreak. Not boy and girlfriend, no, it has suicide with ndarambwa. Because utora madrugs because waramba kana oraya girlfriend because yandiramba, all that.
Guys, anzi tiri kuroorana tisati taroorana. Tiri kuita mahombwe. we are having my semester marriages, my what mujolo tukita sex before marriage. Mama mati ndo zvinyatsokonzera
ndo zvekukonzera because panenge paita bonding. It is serious, it is low, more like marriage. So the heartbreak is so much. Zvekuti unozviuraya kana kutora madrugs kana kuita depression kana kutobuda chikoro. Semester, I'm not my semester marriage. Sekugara same room, having sex every day, you know, and unprotected sex because the girls vakunyanyoziva family planning chaizvo.
Yo.
Mukomana anongobvunza kuti pangaita mwana here konzi apaiti mwana
zvakarongeziva ndikuziva zvandakaita.
Takutotaura nezve-HIV, takutotaura nezvema-STI. Saka ma-heartbreaks ndinoona sokuti ndo paari kunyanyobva pamisha iyoyo, mapremature misha iyo.
Ipapo pane wandoza atonyora pakomenti ipapo panonzi no sex before marriage handiti isusu no sex ndi KNOW ziva sex before marriage because pane angaitodhayiwa zvamutaura kwokudhara kuti zvamutaura afanoti tikutsiurana kuti wangu zvakuita izvazviko izvi hazvifaniri kuitwa handitika anozoti ayewa inini I should have experience kuti what if ndazopinda marriage handiti ndozoona zvisiri izvo mapabata
zvisiri izvo as in what
kuti 2 seconds 2 minute noodles kuti anoita zvejongwe kuti aina pamusoro
atore nguva atodonha atopedza
zvisiri zvejongwe wakambozvionepi when we are all starting to have it
ndo panenge paunzi no sex kuti because I think papressure ina handizi marriage handiti but I think ndapinda marriage unowa kupiwa pressure ko awamboita akadai so here ane labia nomwe asina kupurwa labia here zvidaro and ndinena kubatikana kunena kudata inonzi experiment. I think chinhu zvakabata ma-teenagers akawanda nema-youth kuti want to experiment more like you said kuti tikuda kunyanyozivisa
satakuziva todatonzi tikuzivisa
tauda kupinda mufield siri yedu ma-heartbreak should be first vanhu vari kumusoro uko kuti isusu saka titingadii ipapo nemunhu ane nharo pane vanhu ane nharo ivavo kuti chero tikamuudza ka.
And usually like people who take drugs they usually then pane munhu anogona kutokuzoti ndatora madrugs ani ndikaenda kubhebhi rangu ndechifamba wangu ndichifamba zvekudaro then haasi kuziva kuti zvichazokonzera zvinhu zvakawanda.
Yes,
we continue with awareness, with education. Tichionesa the bad part of it. Saka even ma-affairs acho we also counsel and educate kuti affair haifaniri kuva 100% trust. Leave some 10% yekuti kana zvikaita neimwe nzira you can survive the shock.
Yeah. So guys, mazvinzwira. Anyways, our sister said kuti she has a foundation that she is a founder. She's a foundation that she is a founder.
Free from addiction.
Why is it? So I'm not nditotonongenda ona kandotoona ndatostata chamunonzi kana chiziva foundation weze
ndaona tatotanga
takanosiyana nezvemata. So what motivated you to start this to
found this organization?
Yes.
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
So ndakasangana nezvinhu zvakawanda. Zvakatanga chaipo zvichatanga tichiti ko uyu mental arowa nezvidhoma here ingozi here tichitambudzika kuti chii chiriitika kuvana
koaita sei
muzvikoro uku awiwa naye anzi mwana ari kuita kunge akutongorotomoka vanhu vaenda kuchipinge vanhu vaenda kumaprofita vanhu vaenda kun'anga. But it was very simple. Inini I then was lucky to meet this Chinese guy. Ngawe also introducer through a certain guy arimuno drug testing gadgets.
Okay.
So that's how I started until I thought of starting a trust. So our first port of call in drug management or we do tests.
Okay.
If a family is suspecting funny behavior, in their child, or a wife is seeing some funny behavior in husband, vanongotiedza but vanongotifonera.
Oh, you actually go
we go kumudzimba. We
wonderful.
do an assessment, we talk to them, we ask, and we can do a test right there. Yeah, we take a specimen with consent. We take a specimen, we test, we get results there and there. Those results will show us the drug being abused. Yeah, and but it doesn't show the levels.
Okay, just shows you the drug.
Just shows there's marijuana, there's meth, there's this and that. So we do the counseling, then we write a report, we refer to the rehab centers. So we continue with counseling if people cannot afford.
I think Paneva kubatsirikana ipapo.
Yeah.
I mean, she's there for you guys, and we are there for you guys. Ndosaka taita program inonziziva. So I'm thinking kuti pane anozoda ma-details avo.
Yeah, because it's just like we say what we have our toll-free number 577. Munakatsangana nenjodzi ake anongofona. So do you guys have a toll-free number, or maybe you can share the number that we use to get in touch with you?
You can use 0773 020 378. Or the information is there on our website www.fadtrust.org.zw.
Mazvinzwira guys information manayo kana mune airtime makafona bando makapindira mowatsvaga. So guys, you so that you just get the right help from a professional, because then ndikangouya ndikaona munhu akatsomwa unoita hasha
so wangu inangabatsiwa
ndakuziva free from addiction. But mira addiction ndisandapedza 2 minutes hanzi free from addiction ndiye madrugs chete.
Haisi madrugs chete. Ndataura madrugs chete nekuti ndiwo ari pamusoro mazuva ano. Ma-addictions akawanda.
Yes.
Ndosaka tichiti addictions. People can be addicted to food. Chaiyo vamwe vanodya mujuru. Can be addicted to internet. Kungogara like youth mazuva ano. Kungogara pafoni, laptop, computer. Zviri kuonekwa ipapapo zvimwe zvacho ndo zviri kuti unzira. Pornography.
Yeah, like kana dzimwe music uchiona vachirova zvima-drug izvezvi
iri kukurudzira like
drugs.
But kuimba akazvisi kunzi uite seizvozvo.
Asi usati wapedza music yemuno muzimbo ibo ndiperi pawo.
No, tichazoipenengura music
next episode anditi hanzi ma-addiction guys ese
ma-addictions ese
food nyonya food bobobo.
Yeah, so kana une addiction, just get in touch with these guys, they will help you out. So we want to thank you very much for joining us. We want to thank you for elaborating, because I'm so sure vangwane mibvunzo yangakasarara comment section pane yapindurwa. And kana uchifeel kuti pane isina, you can still get in touch with these guys, they can help you out. But guys, let's help each other to break the habit. So we have our hashtag to kufamba nayo, break the habit madrag. So I'm sure ndogona kuzoya nchichitsvaga basa rava muri munogona kuzotesta
todanhu vanoenda unotesta kudzimba.
Simotanga mambomutesta ka.
Totanga tatotesta.
Yes. Because handikuziva.
So yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's meet more next episode, guys. We still have a lot to give to you. We still have a lot to offer. So guys, we see you in the next episode. Thank you for joining.